Order, please. Call the roll.
Ross.
Here.
Hamilton.
Here.
Taylor. Robinson.
Here.
Baxter.
Here.
Harris.
Here.
Ginn.
Here.
And Height.
Present.
Quorum is present, Your Honor.
Thank you. If everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer by Mr. Hamilton.
I invite everyone who wishes to join us for a minute or two of reflection and prayer, and please feel free to pray to whoever you wish. We can take all the help we need. I'll ironically start off by being selfish. I personally ask, pray, and hope for the patience and understanding of my colleagues as I continue to learn from every one of their excellent examples of being an effective council member. May you help them with the strength to endure my occasional ignorance and missteps. Humbly and on their behalf, I know the mayor and all the city council members join me in seeking wisdom and guidance towards the goal of a stronger community. We do so again tonight and over again. May our entire city continue to develop a commitment to breaking down barriers that could keep us from working together. May cooperation and compromise be avenues to progress. Keep us safe, our linemen, our sanitation workers, our police, our fire, and all our employees who spend their days protecting, serving, and helping our residents. May we never take their dedication to North Little Rock for granted. We ask a lot, but we are thankful too. We know we're a stronger community than most. We have an excellent leadership in our mayor and department heads, a discerning council, a devoted workforce, and a diversity of perspectives that creates bonds instead of divisions. We shout our gratitude. We should be very grateful for this blessing. It is right that we do so. We proclaim all of this with humility, and if you agree, all the congregation says, Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much.
Second.
On the motion, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter.
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Ginn.
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Thank you. Is anyone employed communications would like to pull? If not, I'll ask for a motion.
Second.
1 through 3, second.
Okay. On the motion, Ross.
Yes.
Hamilton.
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Baxter. Harris.
Yes.
Ginn.
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
Mayor, before we move on from communications, there is one item that failed to make it on the agenda in time. It was a notice published in regards to a parking district application on 55th Street from Crescent Drive to North Maple. If it's acceptable, if anyone in the audience is here to speak on the item, can they come forward to speak? And then we can reconvene and put the notice on the next scheduled council meeting.
Can I do it at the end when public, at the end, I'll hear it at the end if you don't mind.
Okay, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
when everybody has public comment, if you don't mind at that time.
Yes, sir.
Those, if you understand what we're doing, those who want to speak to that, I'm putting it at the end of the meeting, so you'll have 3 minutes to speak to that at the end of the meeting.
Yes, and this is something that Councilmember Baxter's aware of, that we've been working for a while for the 55th Street Parking District. And the applicant published it in the newspaper, and it was an oversight that it was published for a public hearing, and it didn't get on the agenda that went out. And so Caitlin and I talked and felt like if anybody was here to speak on it, since it had been published, but to also reconvene it. So
Just
that
remind
they
me,
have
public,
that notice as well.
just remind me at the end of the meeting for public comment,
Okay.
okay? Thank you. So we're in presentations now, if you don't mind. Is there anything else?
Yes, sir, that's it.
Presentations, I have Ms. Phyllis Hodges here to present to the council. Please, Ms. Hodges, please come forth right there and identify yourself.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm author, Minister Phyllis Hodges, and I am honored to be back on this side of the river. What do I mean by that? Over 19 years ago, my husband and I, Byron Hodges, we opened up the first faith-based wellness center in the Argenta district. So I'm back home, you all. And I look at our mayor, not the mayor, but our mayor. This young man, we know him as a mayor, but we know him as a friend. He has so much compassion for the state of Arkansas, not just for North Little Rock, but I'm here tonight and I'm looking at my friend, the doctor in the house, and I'm grateful that I look out and I see other people that I've seen before. But as a fitness specialist of the Carousel Fit for Life, again, in 2000, we came down the streets at 513 Main and we opened up the first and only wellness center. During that time, I started to write, and I didn't realize both books were going to become a best-selling book. So as of tonight, the mayor love and respect the board members. So he has endorsed both of my books, and I'm going to go ahead and raise them up, 8 Years of Unforgettable History and Girl Power. And I'm going to present, come on, y'all, come on. 8 Years of Unforgettable History is a living history book. When a lot of people look at this book, they think politics, but you got to dig deep inside and you will see so many legends out of Arkansas. And sometimes you have to put yourself to the test. I did go into the office of the mayor and I tested him. I'm not going to tell you what the
I
outcome was.
was 0 for 11 or something like that.
I tested him and he said yes, he wanted to encourage, be a blessing, and present all of his council members with a book. It's an autographed book, so check it out in front of you. And also Girl Power. No, you don't get one of those because you're not the mayor. So I'm going to tip over here and I'm going to give the mayor both of his books and they're autographed, Mayor. There you go.
Thank you very, very much. Appreciate
When
it.
you look inside both of those books, starting with 8 Years of Unforgettable History, I want you to look at a living history book. Most of the time, when you get a history book, everybody in the history book is deceased. In this history book, everybody is alive and well. It's a United States America history book. It's a current history book. And did I say a living history book? You would be just astonished by the individuals from Arkansas that's in that book. I appreciate what you do in this beautiful, beautiful North Little Rock area. When my husband and I opened up in 2000, there was drug addicts on every corner. The beautiful lights weren't down there. There were homeless people from door to door. So every year, we see a change. And I'm here, even though I live across the river, I'm here on this side as well. And Mayor, we endorse you. So when it's time for you to run again, look here, the Hodges, we're here with you. So thank you so very much, board members, for accepting the gift. And again, it came from our mayor, Terry Hartwith. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you.
Robert and Aaron, you're up, please. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, Byron. I got to tell y'all, Byron and I she was talking about how far we go back. He was our warehouse manager, Haverty's, back in, I guess, that'd be the 2000s, something like that. 1990s, 2000, all the way up through there. Is that right? That then? Okay, thank you. All right, Aaron. Robert, please.
Welcome back, Ms. Hodges. It's a hard act to follow, but really happy to be here tonight to take a few minutes to tell you about Make 48. It's a competition that we recently held at the Innovation Hub a little over a month ago, and with the support of Robert Birch and Economic Development, also with Pulaski Tech, who's here tonight. Some of
Other
the
people
pros.
from Pulaski Tech, I see y'all back there. Would y'all please stand for
Yeah,
just
so
so people
Pulaski
can
Tech,
recognize you, please?
And
You're
also
going-
Boone Park
And
is
I
with
see-
us tonight.
Where's Boone Park? Hey, there you are. I saw you back there.
Yeah. So these are two of the 6 teams that were part of the competition, and thank you to the council members that were able to come to the Innovation Hub but before this meeting tonight, so I appreciate you making that extra effort. And for those of you who couldn't join us, you're still in for a treat. We're going to get a chance to show you the Make 48 video that was created, and you also have an impact report about what this competition did for our city. So the whole competition, to kind of set this up, and for everyone that's about to see this video, it's a 48-hour competition, and the teams are given a challenge at the start of the competition, and they have 48 hours to come up with the prototype around this challenge. And the challenge this year was the Trail of Tears. So we believe, of course, it's an important historic site at the North Little Rock Riverfront Park, and you're getting ready to see some examples of the prototypes that were created in the 48-hour period, and the two teams with us tonight just presented to the council members before we came here. I think Robert might want to say a couple of words, but not yet. Okay, so we'll go ahead and play this video so you can get a good sense of what happened at the Innovation Hub in our city, if we can press play.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Arkansas Regional Innovation Hub at Windrock International. The challenge this year has been created by the city of North Little Rock in the challenge theme Trail of Tears.
You know, what is the Trail of Tears? In 1830, the government decided they wanted to remove all the Native Americans in the east part of the United States. They got each tribe to sign a treaty. Actually, it was a treaty sort of to their demise. They agreed to come from their homelands, most on the east coast of the United States, come through Arkansas, and they would be given land in Oklahoma. It was the journey that was the kicker. That took over a decade. Over 40,000 people were taken and driven off of their lands.
You guys get to be a part of something that's going to be really, really impactful for not only the city, but for the Trail of Tears tribes.
3, 2, 1.
This challenge has become kind of special to me because I am a registered Muskogee. My tribal enrollment number actually goes back to my great-grandmother, who's registered as #1 on the Dawes Rolls. Her great-grandparents actually came through the Trail of Tears, so this means a lot to me.
Just talking to each other about their ancestors and taking a walk to the river trail has helped us a lot.
The thing that makes me hopeful is actually the theme of this competition. You know, we are making a mark of the importance of this area and how it plays a role in that history.
It's something that is in my community where I live, and it's something that could potentially be here for decades to come that people will come to look at.
I care a lot about this challenge. I'm involved with a lot of activism, and so having this challenge, which I totally didn't expect to be roped in with something like the Trail of Tears, kind of stands out to me a lot. I'm excited.
We have an opportunity to showcase it and to help others understand what happened with the Trail of Tears, and so I'm hopeful that we are going to do a really good job paying homage and making the North Little Rock Riverfront Park a really special place to remember the Trail of Tears.
This whole team just met 3 days ago. It was a, kind of an interesting mix of individuals from the college.
I'm gonna laugh when it just shoots at right inside of his head. It's probably sucking.
The winner is the North Little Rock Trail of Tears Memorial.
So real quick, it was the city that actually was the assisting sponsor in this.
Financing plans to
All right. Okay. And it really shows what the heart of the Innovation Hub is. We had teams that were from 10 years old to our oldest competitor was 66. Of the 6 teams that we had, 3 from Little Rock, 2 from North Little Rock, and 1 from Hot Springs. And I encourage you all, if you have time, to stop by the Innovation Hub to see the designs. They're really incredible. But it was, you know, it was amazing to watch them work from just an idea that they got on Friday night to conclusion at Sunday at, what, 4 o'clock? That they had to present to judges to be voted on. And unfortunately, we can't announce the winner yet. We have a 90-day non-disclosure agreement until it goes to the national competition. But this is supported by PBS. It is also on This Old House on Roku. So this is a big deal. It was done in 8 states, and we were one of them this year. And they already want to come back, and they even have talked to us about hosting the nationals here in North Little Rock. So that's going to be bringing people from all over the nation. So I'd like to stand again, have our team stand up one more time.
Hey guys, very good.
And the most amazing part of it was the group from Boone Park was designed from a drawing of a 10-year-old that just had an idea pop in his head. And then you had the tool techs that were able to do scans and hand carving wood parts of it. It was amazing though that just the same collaboration that you had these older groups working with, you had a 10-year-old with a sketch pad that drew out a really amazing design. And so that just shows you that nobody's ideas should ever be overlooked, that their ideas can come from just about anywhere. So we thank you for the support of it, and we hope to be doing it again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You know, you also have at North Rock the impact report, so you can check out that. You should have it in your places. And again, just want to thank you for your support. And this is what innovation looks like in your city. So
Very
thank
good,
you.
Aaron. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate y'all very, very much. Thank you very much. All right, let's see, that's presentations, so schedule public hearing. I'm going to hold that public hearing because I'm going to call that, okay? So we'll just go on to the next page if you don't mind. So if you don't mind, Caitlin, I guess we're on O2296.
Yes, sir. O2296, unfinished business. Councilmember Robinson.
Please call it.
Waiving section 14.G of the zoning ordinance to allow a roof sign on certain real property located at 2505 Highway 161.
Do I need to call a public hearing on that now, Miss Amy? Yes. All right, let me go ahead and do it.
It's the first reading.
That's on the first. Y'all want to suspend, go to the third, and let me call the public hearing, then y'all do that if you don't mind.
Move to suspend all readings.
Okay, on the motion to suspend all readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter? Yes. Harris?
Yes.
Ginn? Yes. And Height?
Yes.
Let me call a public hearing on this. This is to convene a public hearing to talk, anyone wanting to speak for or against O2296. That's that ordinance to allow roof sign on certain real property. Those wanting to come forward, please do. Seeing none, I'm going to adjourn this public hearing. Please go forward.
Move to adopt.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Okay, motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
This is go to the consent agenda. Anybody want to pull anything from the consent agenda? That would be from R22-231 to R22-239. Seeing none, I'm going to ask for a voice vote on the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Seeing none, go forward, please. Consent agenda.
Okay. R22-240. That is Councilmember Hamilton.
Please call it.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into an enhanced community service agreement with the One Inc. DBA The Van.
No.
First reading.
Nathan, I've got 2 people want to speak for it. You want to get to the end of it and let them come, or?
If the council has any questions, we have representatives from both organizations on these two. And so if anybody has any questions,
Yeah, if not, where we stand on it, it's of course, an ordinance.
motion to approve.
Resolution, I'm sorry, motion to
Motion
approve?
to adopt.
Motion to adopt.
Okay, a second?
That too.
Second.
There's a second.
All right, on the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter? Yes. Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
R 22-241, Councilmember Hamilton?
Please call it.
A resolution authorizing the mayor and city clerk to enter into an enhanced community services agreement with River City Ministries of Pulaski County.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion and
On the
second.
motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
R 22-242, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution authorizing salary increases for elected officials and city council members of the city of North Little Rock, effective January 7th, 2023.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
And a second.
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Ross. Motion to adopt.
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Taylor? Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
Thank you.
R 22-243, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution approving salary increases to all full-time employees excluding city elected officials and uniformed employees covered under agreements between the city of North Little Rock and the FOP IAFF and the NLRPD Supervisors Association, effective January 7th, 2023.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Motion second.
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
R 22-244, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution approving salary increases for the Assistant Fire Chief, the Fire Battalion Chiefs, and the Fire Marshal of the City of North Little Rock, effective January 7th, 2023.
Motion to adopt. Second.
Motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
R 22-245, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution adopting a budget for the 2023 fiscal year for the City of North Little Rock, Arkansas.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
On the motion to, go ahead.
No, I just have
I'm
one.
sorry. Go ahead,
I
sir.
have one
Ms. Ross.
question for Ms. Strange.
Please. Amber?
We have a new blue budget, and we had one before. I just want to make sure that this one is the same one that we had the last time.
We discussed a few items that we were gonna change, like we added the 107,000 for, Central, or Rock Region Metro for the micro transit in Rose City.
Okay.
We made a change where $1,000 was supposed to be 10,000 in the animal
Animal control, okay.
services. So there were those few minor changes we talked
But
about.
it was the ones that we discussed in the last meeting,
Right.
so, okay. I just want to make sure that wasn't any changes.
Nothing
we
big
didn't
in
know
there. Nothing big. Okay. So where are we?
On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
R 22-246, Mayor Hartwick?
Please, let's read it and I'll convene a public. 246, I'm sorry, go forward. Yes, yes.
A resolution adopting a budget for the 2023 fiscal year for the North Little Rock Electric Department.
Move for adoption.
Motion to adopt. Hey, guys, we got a reefer back there in the back, so can y'all turn it down, please? All right, go ahead. There's a motion to adopt and second.
Second.
Thank you. On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
I want to say thank you to Amber, Mike, and all you aldermen, council persons in here for all your work on it. It's so you people know in the audience, the budget has grown to approximately with electric and the city approximately $180 million. So everyone on this up here and out there worked very, very hard. Thank you so very much for what you've done. All right, go ahead.
Okay, R 22-247, Mayor Hartwick?
Yes, please.
A resolution certifying the amount of a clean-up lien to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real property located at 5818 Crystal Hill Road.
Let me go ahead and convene a public hearing on this, if you don't mind. There's a public hearing on R 22-247. Those wishing to speak for it or against it, please come forward. Seeing none, I'll adjourn this public hearing. Please read.
Do we have a
Move for
motion?
adoption. Motion to adopt.
Thank you.
Second.
Second, okay, motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
R 22-248, Mayor Hartwick?
Please.
A resolution approving and certifying amounts of liens to be filed with the Pulaski County Tax Collector against certain real properties in the city of North Little Rock.
Move for adoption.
Second. Let me go ahead. I've got to convene another public hearing, if you don't mind, please. So let me go ahead and convene a public hearing on this one. Those wishing to speak for it or against it, please come forward. And seeing none, I'll adjourn this public hearing. Please call it.
Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? Ginn? And Height.
Yes.
O 22-101, Councilmember Taylor.
He has asked, I think, did he ask you? He did call, let me, go ahead and let's call that, if you don't mind. He's out of town today. I did talk to him earlier. He asked me to go ahead and call this. It's for a special use to allow a warehouse. Go ahead and read it. You don't have to read it for you. Go ahead, please. But he asked me to call it.
Do we have anyone to speak?
I was going to see if we
The
do on this.
applicant is here.
It's after, yeah. I've got it on here, so.
All right.
But
An
let's go
ordinance
ahead.
granting a special use to allow a warehouse and storage in an R4 zone for certain real property located at 3021 Lincoln Avenue.
I do have
First reading.
somebody wishing to speak. You want to
We
go
move
ahead?
to suspend the rules,
Okay,
Let's go suspend the rules, please.
all the rules.
all the readings.
Okay?
Okay, do we have a second?
So I've got a suspension. I need a second.
Second.
There's a second.
Thank you. The motion to suspend all readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Yes.
I've got someone wishing to speak for it now. Let's go ahead.
You want to get it on the floor with the motion?
Yeah, I would
Move for
like,
adoption.
there's a motion to adopt. Thank you.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Now, I have a person, is it Mr. Valley? Are you in the audience tonight, sir? If you'll come up. Identify yourself, if you don't mind, please, sir.
Okay,
Your name.
Osman Vale,
Thank you. And you're pertaining to this, I
Tom-
guess,
warehouse or storage.
you're wanting to allow a warehouse and a storage unit, and you're wanting to rezone it for R4 to a property located at 3021 Lincoln Avenue, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Correct.
go ahead. You wanted to talk, you said.
Well, I used to want to see if they approve it.
Okay.
And he's here if anybody, if you all have any questions for him.
Is there any questions for him? If not, where are we right now?
Okay, and a motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
O 22-102, Councilmember Robinson?
Please call it.
An ordinance granting a conditional use to allow a pay parking lot in a C6 zone for certain real property located at 800 Main Street.
Move to suspend all readings. Second.
Motion suspended and seconded.
Okay. On the motion to suspend the readings, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
Okay. On the motion to adopt, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
On the emergency, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Yes.
Ginn?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
O 22-104, Councilmember Robinson.
No,
Mayor Hartwick.
that's me. It's okay.
I
though.
apologize.
It's all right, go ahead. It's all right. Please,
Hardwick.
please.
An ordinance granting a special use to allow a communications tower in a C4 zone for certain real property located at 3128 Pike Avenue in the city of
Move to
North Little
suspend all reading.
Rock. First reading.
Motion suspend.
Second.
And there's a second.
Okay, on the motion to suspend all readings, Ross?
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Baxter,
Yes.
Harris.
Yes.
Ginn,
Yes.
and Height.
Yes.
Motion to adopt.
Second. Motion adopted, second.
Okay, on the motion to adopt, Ross.
I have some questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the applicant here?
There are, I see them back there.
Could you come up so we could ask you some questions, please?
Please identify yourself, please, sir, if you don't mind. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, my name is Greg Ferris. I represent AT&T and Tillman Infrastructures. Do you need my address?
Nah, I know where to find you.
Okay, one of my questions is, we just put in we're putting over $2 million in this area, and then you're going to come in and put in this big tower, which when you're driving by, you're only going to see basically the bottom portion. But my concern is the fencing around it and the landscaping around it, because we've got some in Ward 1 that they put the fence up and they're gone and we can't find them. And the fence is torn down, it looks ratty, and I don't want to see anything that's, I really would prefer it not to be there, but my concern is who's going to take care of this?
Tillman Infrastructures is the owner of the tower and the leasing of the property. Certainly, as a condition of the special use, the upkeep of the landscaping and the fencing is part of that condition, so Tillman Infrastructures would be responsible for that.
So
What's the name of them
how do we get a
again?
hold of them? Who are they?
They should have their contact information. I provided that, I believe, with the application.
Michelle, have you got them? Do you have them back there? Who they are? Uh-huh.
She's with AT&T.
I know who she is. But you don't know who the group is? I think I do, but that's why I was asking y'all. I do know who the group is, I'm pretty sure. What's the name of them again, please?
Tillman Infrastructure.
Tillman?
Yes.
Okay.
They have other towers in North Little Rock.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
The concern is, I know this is in Ward 1, it's behind Ridge Road Elementary, and it is constant. I mean, it's just constant, and I don't know if it's one of theirs or not. And so that's my biggest concern is the appearance of the area. When there's so much that we've put in down there lately, and then to bring this in, and I'm just worried about the looks on it. And I'm more worried about the upkeep.
I can appreciate that. I spent 12 years on the Wichita City Council. We had to deal with some of these kinds of issues. And certainly, we would expect the city to notify us if there are any issues.
But it's not the city's responsibility to notify you. I would think that y'all would be responsible. They would, Tillman, not you.
Yes.
Would be responsible for the upkeep. It should not be
Well-
our responsibility to watch out for their property.
And you're correct. And AT&T usually goes on site 2, maybe 3 times a month. And so if there are issues or questions or problems, they would notify Tillman.
I'm down that road 10 times a week. So if I happen to see anything, I'm going to be calling. I'm like
I
Ms.
don't blame
Ross.
you.
I do not. We've gone a long ways to keep cleaning that up. We've got new sanitation trucks. We've got people Unit 50. So yeah, you'll be getting a call if we see any deterioration.
And we have no
to it.
problem with that.
I appreciate it.
We should.
And so we need the contact from Tillman, correct?
I think I know who they are. I'm pretty sure I know who they are. But meanwhile, I'll probably go through AT&T to get who they are. But we'll hold them accountable without a doubt.
Well, I also want that number too.
I'll get it.
Because
You
I
can
know the
have it.
plants, if they're not going to water them and take care of them, there's going to be dead plants there.
I'll be happy to provide the planning department or you or
Give
or
it to
the
me
council
so I
member.
can give it to Ms. Ross and everybody else on this council. That's a
Certainly.
very important area to us to keep that thing
Certainly,
moving forward.
I believe I have your emails. I will send you a contact information for the area folks for Tillman. Be
Appreciate
happy
that.
to.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
The one person at planning who spoke against it, or the Board of Adjustments who spoke against it, was saying that it wasn't necessary, that it was a replacement. And I assume you sent us the letter?
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to find time all day to call you about that, and I
No problem.
appreciate the letter. Thank you for that. I read your letter. It's not a replacement. It is necessary. I don't know this technology, but my immediate thought was old cell towers are going away, new 5G towers are coming.
If I could help you with that?
Yes,
Old towers are not going away. What they do is replace the radio equipment and the antennas.
Okay.
They do not replace the towers.
Got it.
So what we would do, and there are a couple of towers that are within, 3/4 to a mile of this, that we're trying to offload the capacity. Kind of a well-kept secret in the wireless industry is each tower can only handle so much traffic. And so when a tower begins to get overloaded, they don't wait until it gets completely overloaded to begin to offload that. So this tower will offload a couple of other towers' capacity as well as provide additional coverage along I-40, which this backs up to. So the gentleman that was here was representing SBA. We're on that tower. We're not leaving that tower. This tower actually is needed to offload some of the capacity issues that tower is currently having.
Okay, thank you for
Sure,
that explanation.
certainly.
Ross?
I have one more question. So, because I watched the planning also, and it, in the planning, my takeaway was it was strictly for the interstate, basically, the traffic on the interstate, more or less. Is that what it is?
Well, that's the coverage part of it, and for the businesses in this area.
So
The
that's what I was
capacity,
wondering, what's the radius? Because, we've got the new city services building going down there, and we're going to have a whole lot more employees down there that's going to need this. So that's why I was just wondering, will this reach out to that area?
half mile to 3/4 of a mile on a normal 5G tower.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
It's going to be close. Okay.
I do go by the way, and if I'm going like to Burns Park for something, I'm on the phone, I do lose connections, I will say that to you, so. Yeah, right as you go through that area, so.
And that's a capacity issue.
How much longer have I got Ronnie Deadman? Okay. Anything else?
Any other questions? Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Okay, where are we?
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adopt. So on the motion, Ross?
No.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Yen?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
It passes. On the motion, for declare an emergency, on the motion, Ross?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris?
Yes.
Yen?
Yes.
And Height?
Yes.
This concludes new business.
All right, thank you. I have two people who'd like to have a public comment. I'm gonna go with Mr. McDaniel first. You have 3 minutes. Please come forward. Yes, sir.
My name's Clay McDaniel, and I was here last time at the last City Hall meeting to advocate for electric vehicles on the North Little Rock side of the River Trail. Currently, they don't allow that, and I was just coming before you guys to hopefully get that changed. All right. Yeah.
Ms. Ross?
Wouldn't that be through Parks and Recs Commission that
I
would
was
do
gonna
that?
say, if you talked to Parks and Recreation, have you been to their meetings? Miss Amy?
Actually, the prohibition on motorized vehicles on the trail
It's
is
an
by
ordinance?
city ordinance.
Okay.
City ordinance, okay.
Okay, so,
That is a city ordinance.
so I went home and I looked it up, and then I was watching Shark Tank, and then the guy that invented them or whatever was on there. And so I didn't realize how fast they go. Some of them go 30 miles an hour or more. And I remember when we passed that to prohibit the motorized vehicles on there is because we had people on scooters, we had everything going up and down the trail, and it was dangerous. So I think that that's where the coming, as far as the prohibition is the speed that they can go. It's really cool, though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, electric bicycles are allowed on the trail.
And that was because they were pedal assist. I remember when we passed that was one of the things, as long as it had a pedal on it, it was still considered a bicycle. So I'm just bringing that up.
Mr. Hamilton?
I just wanted to say I spent a lot of time up in Northwest Arkansas on a bike tour doing this kind of stuff, and the landscape's changing. Right now, I probably wouldn't vote for what you're advocating for, but maybe in a couple years, it kind of changes. But the EV bikes the pedal assist is different, and right now, I feel like we've got a good balance on the Arkansas River Trail. I've talked to a lot of people who don't want motorized vehicles, and so just to let you know, you can try to find a sponsor for the legislation that you want to pass. I just want to be completely honest, I probably wouldn't be one of those sponsors. So, but I do recognize the landscape is changing.
Mr. Harris?
On this, I got a crazy question. So when you go rent one of these little scooters, so you can't put the scooter on the trail?
Nope.
Okay.
And he's not even talking about that. He's talking about it.
I know, we're talking about motorized, I was just
Just a
trying to.
second.
Gotcha. Mr. Height,
Can I remind our city attorney of a conversation that you and I had last year about a gentleman riding a motorized bike on the trail? He ran a lady off the trail one day, and I called you after talking to the park people, and they said that you, and you'll remember this conversation, you said he can ride.
I do not recall that conversation, Councilmember Height. It may be somebody that had requested an accommodation under the ADA, which we do have to accommodate people so that they, with disabilities, if the only way that they can enjoy our trail. I don't remember the circumstances of that, but for me to tell you that anybody could have a motorized vehicle on the trail just because I said they could, that would not be accurate and not reflect all the circumstances that I knew at the time and don't recall now.
Well,
Because even on the pedal assist, I would have to look back at the ordinance because I'm not even sure that that's the case. Now, I have directed the park staff and the park rangers that we do have to make accommodations for the disabled so that they can enjoy the trails to the same extent that non-disabled people do. And that's a obligation under federal law. That's not something that Amy says or anything else. But I would never, ever say anybody could have an electric bike on the trail and not to give them a ticket, absent other circumstances. And I don't recall the circumstances around that, Councilmember Height.
anybody else?
Well, I'm not gonna get in a rock.
Anybody else? Thank you, sir, appreciate it. Mr. Taylor? You want to talk? Yeah? If you don't want to, it's fine with me. Yes, sir, Mr. Taylor.
Good evening, Mayor,
Mayor,
council members.
thank you, sir.
My name's Bobby Taylor. I had two things to talk to you about tonight. One was the house next door to me,
As I look at your house, to the right or to the left?
the one right beside of me,
I know, as I look at your house, to the right or to the left?
4605 Boyer.
That'd be to the right of you, okay.
It'd be on the right,
Yeah.
facing the street.
I got you.
And I found out today that the old pictures and evidence and stuff that was took when the COVID's come in, and then there wasn't no court for a while, and now there is able to be court and talk about moving that up to the next court, that's all old business. It can't be used, so as far as I understand, he's in compliance. I don't agree with it, but hey, the code made the decision, and I got to live with it. So, that's what it is. So I guess it's done for a while. So, but then the garbage cans and the recycle bins, I've took addresses and stuff and brought them to you. I don't know whether you got something in mind later, but there hadn't been any cleanup or anything. It's still the same, just like it was when I brought it to you.
Okay.
And I don't have a camera where I can take pictures. So,
I took pictures for you, remember?
Huh?
I took the pictures for you, if you
yeah,
remember, I was
but,
at there. I got
they're
you.
still there.
Okay.
Only thing I've seen is a couple of the recycle bins. The lids are shut now. They don't have straw sticking out of them. That's probably grass. So.
Ward, do
I'll
me a
just say
favor. Ward,
Huh?
I'm asking Mr. Ward, do me a favor. If somebody runs that district, take a picture of his address,
Yeah.
if you don't mind for me.
So I guess I struck out on both of them. But anybody that knows me, as long as I've lived in Rose City, over 60 years, I've always tried to make it a better, safer place to live and try to get along with everybody. Some people don't agree with me, but hey, that'll always be. But I just want to thank you for the time that you give me, and if something else comes up,
I'm sure we'll see you.
I'll be back.
I know it.
Meantime, if I can help y'all, you let me know.
Will do, Bobby. I appreciate you, sir,
Thank
very
you.
much. Anybody else? First off, I want to say it's coming close to Thanksgiving. Remember your family and the people around you. It's very important that we always take that time to say thanks. Other than that, Christmas is right behind it, but I appreciate the council and what all y'all have done and the people in our city. So, but remember, thanks. Miss Amy?
Before we end, remember
Yeah.
that at the First of the agenda, we had the reconvened public hearing on the $150 million taxable industrial development revenue bonds. So we need to do that, and also to see if anybody is here to speak about the 55th Street Parking District.
Robert Birch. We were told to hold that, wasn't? Where are you, Robert?
Well, it says, we don't have the ordinance yet,
No.
but just on the agenda, it
So I
says to
need to call a
reconvene the
public hearing on
public
that,
hearing.
is what you're saying? Or,
Yeah, just reconvene, it's never been adjourned. So just
just-
see if anybody has anything to say about it.
did you hear that? If anybody'd like to speak for or against that public hearing on the $150 million bond, is that what you're asking?
Uh-huh. Okay, nobody,
Not-
did anybody come to speak on the 55th Street Parking District?
I have nobody, it's not on my agenda here, so, all right,
Okay.
thank you very
That's
much.
between Crescent and Main Street.
Mr. Height,
It's not a complaint. It's about the new garbage containers, though. I've had several people ask me if they're gonna be able to get a smaller one.
no, not till after the first year, because what we ordered is
Is
such
that
a.
no? Is that a no?
It's no for right now, because what it took us, when we ordered these, it took us about 9 months to get these. So if you want a different one, it's probably be a bit delay on what it takes. In fact, our sanitation trucks, I don't think condo here, they all should be in hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, and we ordered them about last November. So it's not that they can't, it's just the order. So if they would like a different can, they can contact, there's a number on the brochure that came out, I think we mailed 23,000 of those out, and it explains how you do it. Anything else? Yes, sir, Mr. Baxter?
And Mayor, I saw the first one on the street today that had stuff in it. Again, that doesn't begin until the week of December 12th, and some of us folks out in Ward 3 are still waiting to see that pretty shiny new thing.
Well, what happened, we had them come in, they came in, and we were asked to start delivering them. Mike, if you help me, when was it supposed to start delivering the? November 15th. Well, guess what? They started delivering, and guess what? People are putting stuff in them. So it's a process we're going through. We're dealing with people we bought them from, but it'll be good. I mean,
I've gotten a number of calls. My neighbor did it, and I just encourage patience on the part of the public and on the part of city officials.
Well, if they're being used, they can just get trash out of them like the normal can, right?
yes, to answer your question, our people did that. They did. Ms. Ginn?
Can we use the old can for real garbage?
Did you not get the brochure or what's?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you have an option to get rid of it, but everything to be picked up from now is going to be in that new blue and black one that everybody says is too tall, too big, but you're going to end up using it all anyway. And that's what, now what I'm going to do is take the 2 people that was on the sanitation truck, so it's a learning experience. So for a while, if you're putting stuff in your old trash can, it'll get emptied. Even people who put just bags out there, they'll get picked up, but after a while, we will stop it. Yes, ma'am.
I got some construction sites, if you got some old trash cans, I could,
You want them? We've got people who want those old trash cans. You can get rid of them pretty easy. There's people calling us, what are you going to do with them? I'll take them, I'll buy them. So that's, anything else? Hang on, Mr. Baxter.
We lighting the Christmas tree tomorrow, Mayor?
We're lighting the Christmas tree. I was about to say, lighting the Christmas tree. Thank you for 6 o'clock tomorrow. Please come. I think you'll enjoy it. It's that time of year, so please come. I think
And
you'll.
Northern Lights is Saturday.
Huh?
Northern
And Northern Lights is this Saturday, so yes, SVP. And I think I heard Ms. Ross say? No, what else were you about? So moved. So moved. There you go.
All right, Ross? Hamilton? Robinson?
Yes.
Baxter?
Yes.
Harris? Ginn?
Yes.
And Height.
Byron, good seeing you, man.